Welcome to this special episode of Frequency Matters, the RF and Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm with Abhishek Kapoor, Vice President of Sales at Anokiwave, and Pete Moosberger, Vice President of Advanced Antenna Technology at Anokiwave. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
So we've been following you guys for many years as you've launched new generations of mmWave ICs. What are you seeing are the market drivers that are influencing your new product developments?
You know, Anokiwave has always been a market innovator. We've taken feedback from our customers that understand the radio requirements and incorporate features to make these radios better. We're constantly hearing feedback for higher efficiency and higher levels of integration. We were the first company to release a quad beamformer on the market 6 or 7 years ago, and that's become the industry standard. And that's allowed a scalable use of an IC architecture for phased array applications. The fourth generation of product that we recently released has much greater efficiency than that first generation. Every generation that we've released has shown improvement in efficiency. All of our products have been scalable across the ecosystem. So we can supply into the CPE markets or the repeater markets, small cells, and up to infrastructure markets as well. Some of the integration features that we've added over the years have been things that have allowed our customers to minimize or completely eliminate calibration at the phased array level, and that's offered a lot of cost savings to our customers. You know, the current release that we have in our fourth generation part includes a dual channel up-down converter with an integrated phase lock loop and synthesizer chip in there. And that level of integration is going to allow for easier applications of MIMO applications, cloud-based solutions. It's going to lead to the next generation of industrial digital transformation. So these are really breakthrough integration levels that we're seeing on our product base. Our customers are also asking for integration of multiple bands. So this current generation covers N257 and N258 in one IC, and then N260 and N259 in one IC. And that allows our customers to develop products that have one SKU for easier supply chain management. So all of these features have been incorporated into our Gen 4 product release.
You mentioned the Gen 4 family. Can you tell us anything more about that? You know, what is unique about them compared to other things on the market?
Sure, Pat. So we are very excited to announce the release of our Gen 4 family. So we announced that last month, and we are starting with the first set of ICs in 24 to 30 gigahertz. But this new generation actually builds on the 3 generations of ICs that Anokiwave has already delivered and is being used in the market as the trusted silicon IC for mmWave 5G solutions. What Gen 4 does is pretty revolutionary, and there are 4 major improvements at a high level that we offer in these parts. Number one, these ICs offer a unique combination of industry's highest power efficiency and linear power. So there are a lot of ICs that offer good DC PHY efficiency. There are ICs that offer good high linear power. But what is unique truly about these ICs is the combination of highest linear power and DC power efficiency that we are able to bring to the market, which essentially translates to fewer number of ICs, smaller radios, lower cost radios. The second thing that we have done is multi-band performance. So the same IC can cover multiple 5G bands in one. So the first IC that we have released, for example, covers 24 to 30 gigahertz, which means you can cover the N258, 257, and N261 band in just one IC. And this is without compromising performance across the band, pretty flat performance, supports high bandwidth modulations, and so on. Third is very significant cost reduction, especially in the market environment that we are in, where all the semiconductor prices are going up. Gen 4 provides a path to lower cost compared to the previous generations. So if you think about that, first, you are able to reduce the number of ICs because of high performance, and then you are able to pay less per IC. So overall, it translates to significant cost reductions by using the Gen 4. The fourth and the most important, what we are bringing to this market is a complete mmWave to IF solution, and that includes LO. So what that means is now we are able to provide ICs like what we call the IF transceiver, which consists of dual channel up and down converter along with an LO synthesizer, along with a driver amp, all in one. So it's basically 5 functions in one IC, and there is no part in the market that comes anywhere close to that. If you envision a phased array system, you could essentially build an entire mmWave to IF system, including LO, with just 2 IC types. That's the level of integration and high performance that Anokiwave is bringing to market. And to complement all of this, what Pete's team is now doing is building antenna systems similar to the ones that you have seen before, but now using Gen 4 ICs, which provide a complete mmWave to IF solution. So now customers can experience the performance they can expect at an array level even before they build an array or even before they characterize an IC. So that's the power of the IC and antenna level solution that Anokiwave is bringing to the market, starting with Gen 4 family here.
We got arrays back from our fabrication ecosystem in late December, and we've been testing them. They've gotten outstanding performance on those. We'll begin to release those into the marketplace over the next 3 to 6 months. In the innovator kits, as Abhishek held up, we've got a phased array PAM board, and we've got a DC converter board that plugs in on the sides, and a DC control card that plugs in on the other side to allow a lot of flexibility in terms of how our customers can interface with this. And it's got an integrated heatsink for air-cooled operation. So this type of demonstrator system really proves to our customers that we can get the performance at the array level of our BFICs and our IFICs. And our goal is to, millimeter wave phased array technology is very challenging technology. We want to take the millimeter wave part out of that and allow our customers to operate as if these are sub-6 gigahertz modules that they're plugging into their systems. That's one of our goals as an antenna team, is to help that in our ecosystems.
Well, you guys have done a lot of work over the years and really advanced this family. What sets you off from the crowd of millimeter wave companies? I see them like every week. I see a new company entering this 5G and SATCOM market.
Yes, that's a great question. And we are actually very excited to see the ecosystem finally building up, and we are seeing more players getting into the market. One thing that makes Anokiwave stand out is a clear, consistent business goal or the end purpose that we are trying to solve. So as a company, we have been very clear, and we continue to maintain this direction, that we are an IC company. Our goal is to provide millimeter wave silicon ICs to enable phased arrays at a commercial level. That's what we do. 5G, SATCOM, aerospace and defense happens to be the markets that benefit the most from that. But we are providing enabling ICs in these markets, and that clarity of mission is what has really differentiated us at first level. That's one. Number two is the millimeter wave experience, especially in silicon, that Anokiwave brings, is truly unique and unmatched. The levels of integration, as we talked about with the IF transceiver that we are coming out with, the year-over-year, generation-over-generation performance improvements that we have offered, and the ability to support customers at a high volume mass scale, delivering the ICs in volume instead of just showing a PowerPoint or showing a datasheet spec, is what makes us unique. We are delivering these ICs, we are delivering this performance, we are building these antenna systems. Us being able to service multiple different market segments allows us to bring innovation from each of the market segments, like from SATCOM into 5G or from 5G into aerospace and defense and vice versa. That really allows us to be able to leverage the developments in all these segments and bring it into newer market segments, repurpose it for newer applications. So overall, the clarity of mission, diversified market segment, actually delivering the ICs and delivering the performance that the market expects really makes us stand out from rest of the, I would say, ecosystem We are not trying to be a box company or something else. We have a clear mission. We are an IC company. We want to support customers with antenna designs. If they need help, we want them to accelerate their antenna design, but we expect customers to have their own products that they develop using Anokiwave ICs. Pete, would you like to add anything to that?
Sure. Anokiwave was built around mmWave. The company's been around for a long time. I spent most of my career in aerospace and defense, and Anokiwave was a customer of mine for more than a decade, and they delivered into that customer base. And aerospace and defense is a pretty demanding customer base. I mean, failure is not an option. So they consistently delivered. They consistently deliver today products onto the market. And it's not, there's a lot of great academic work going on out there in different places. And it's one thing, I've seen the transition that it takes to take cutting edge technology and mature it, to be able to package it so that you can survive the reliability requirements for a commercial ecosystem. We're going to be deploying on a cell tower for 10 years or so, and operate over hot and cold temperature extremes anywhere on Earth. So those are pretty stringent requirements, and there's a big leap from doing one-off academic work where you can get niche performance at different levels, and transitioning it to a product base that can meet a wide range of requirements, operating over full temperature range, operating over full lifetime, over process and semiconductor variations, so that you have high yield and lowest cost. And Anokiwave has succeeded in delivering into that type of environment because they understand the requirements and are able to flow those down from our customers, which are getting them from the operator customers.
So you've kicked off the year with the 4th generation products. What else can we expect this year for your deliveries?
Yeah, so what we kicked off the year is with the first in the family of fourth generation parts. So what we came up is the 24 to 30 gigahertz solution set, or the IC set. Behind this, in 2022, we are going to be coming up with ICs that cover the higher frequency bands, going from 37 to 48. Same unique benefits of efficiency, linear power, wideband or multiband performance, lower cost, and so on. We are also coming up with newer generation of parts in SATCOM. Not ready to share more about that, but keep your eyes out for that. And most interestingly, on the antenna side, to complement every IC that we are coming out with, we are coming up with antenna systems that the customers can leverage to experience the performance, build their own antenna systems, and get to market quicker. So overall, a very exciting year, and we are glad to be here sharing all this with you.
Well, thanks, Abhishek and Pete, for talking with me today about the mmWave IC market and Anokiwave's new products and what plans you have for the rest of the year. We'll continue to follow your progress and hope to catch up with you in a few months for an update. For videos and more Frequency Matters episodes, please visit videos.microwavejournal.com. Thanks for watching.